All right, good Thursday morning, everyone. First Alert Meteorologist Eric Burke. It's about 10:40. Appreciate you joining us for Weather Extra. Sorry, a couple minutes behind today. Full disclosure, I was talking to our sports director, Carl Prather. He's on the big extravaganza, getting ready for the big football game on Sunday. That will be on Tennessee Valley Living. It's a full hour coming up at 11. Be sure to tune into that or wherever you stream. You could always watch Tennessee Valley Living with Peyton Walker. But a big show. We've got Carl, Kaylee Tingelstad there. They're talking everything that you need to know about Sunday. I'm going to talk a little bit about Sunday weather, too, of course, because, it's a big day, and it happens to be your weekend. What do we have today? Well, we're finally starting to see those clouds breaking up a bit, and we did start off very overcast. It was cold. The wind chill was down to about 12 degrees this morning in a few locations. We've come a little bit up in the wind chill department, but still, it's pretty chilly, even though we're starting to see more sunshine. Actual high temperature today, it'll be about 41 degrees, but with the breezy winds we've got from the north and northwest, we're actually not going to feel like 41. It will feel more like 20s to low 30s. Overnight tonight, 28 degrees for that low, clearing skies, calm winds. That means we're probably going to have a frost waking up tomorrow morning, so factor in a few extra minutes to scrape off that car or truck windshield. But despite the frosty and cold start to your Friday, really turns out to be a nice day. We'll have high temperatures in the upper 50s. Skies will be mostly sunny, maybe partly cloudy. Only complaint about tomorrow, it's going to be breezy again. Winds will be out of the west about 5 to 15 miles per hour, maybe some gusts up to 20. There is a dip in temperatures on Saturday. That will be the cooler of your two weekend days, high of 47. But we've got a nice warm-up, and that all starts on Sunday. So what does it feel like right now if you're out and about or going to go run some errands? Maybe you've got some grocery shopping to do. Still feels like teens up there in Leoma as well as Fayetteville. Everyone else is in the low to mid-20s. Russellville showing off a little bit there at 27 for that feels like temperature. And if we look at the model data as we go through the rest of the day, we'll get to that in a second here. Just wanted to break it up with some cameras apparently. Flight HSV Allegiant Cam as showing some of the blue skies. Everything is dormant. Obviously, leaves are off the trees. It just kind of looks wintry. We've got a temperature right now of 30 degrees at Huntsville International Airport, and I think I've got Decatur coming up next. The woes of the clicker. There it is. Beautiful look at the Tennessee River right now. Just wish it was a whole lot warmer out there. And compared to what we had over the weekend, that was brutal cold. I did not like that. Glad we've got some warmer temperatures to tell you about. So here's the forecast wind chill as we go closer to about the noon hour. It could still feel like teens and 20s. So basically what we have right now is what we're expecting as we go until lunchtime. Then later on this afternoon, the winds will actually start to subside a bit. They'll die down from the north and west. So our wind chill or feels like temp will be in the upper 20s to low 30s. It will be another cold night, but that wind is going to die down, and that's where, we start to see that frost developing overnight because of the clearing skies and the calmer conditions. Really just mashing the button of my clicker trying to get this to advance. If we go into tomorrow morning, here's your wind chill out the door in the mid-20s. So tomorrow is a fantastic day. Look at that. Noon temperatures. Feels like temps in the low to mid-50s. Now, it will be breezy, but we'll see sunshine. Really a nice end to the week. Hour-by-hour forecast for the rest of your Thursday afternoon. This is what we've got. Just some passing clouds from time to time. I would say mostly sunny, then becoming partly cloudy. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds as we go into your afternoon there at 3:30. Later tonight, we see the clearing. 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, the air temperature in the upper 20s to low 30s. But we're going to have that frost that you'll have to scrape off your car or truck windshield. Wind tomorrow is somewhat of a warming wind out of the west and southwest. See it there on the top left-hand side of your screen, or at least the graphic. As wind will be sustained about 12 miles per hour with some gusts even stronger than that. And then we go into Friday evening. The clouds stick around. Could even see some flurries in the mix, actually, as we go into early Saturday morning. Kind of the blizzard effect that we saw last weekend. I know meteorologist Jeff Denoyer was tracking that for you. The rest of the day today, this is the air temperature, not the wind chill, topping out in the upper 30s to low 40s. We do see some cloud cover pushing in by late afternoon up until about sunset. Strongest winds are going to be right now. Gradually, as we go into the afternoon, those winds will start to taper a bit, and it will feel a little bit more comfortable. Now, here's the day tomorrow. Other than the cold and frosty start we have to your Friday, it's a nice sunny day. Temperatures will rise a lot faster. 55 by 1 o'clock, winds out of the west and southwest, breezy, but still a nice mild day there for Friday. Playing my first round of golf of 2026. I had some good rounds in early December, but I haven't swung a club since, so a little concerned about that. Now we get into your weekend. Mentioned those temperatures drop a bit as we go into Saturday. Saturday, partly cloudy, high of 47. Sunday, the day of the big football game itself, high of 59, mostly sunny. That's perfect. If you are firing up the grill or you're smoking something, maybe you've got a big brisket for your friends that are coming over to watch the football game, it's a good day to be outside from start to finish. A little bit cold there in the morning Sunday, waking up in the mid-20s, but warming up to 59. For tonight, low of 28. Skies are partly cloudy, becoming mostly clear by daybreak. We are expecting that frost. Just a kind of another chilly night for sure. And then your extended forecast shows the real warm-up that's coming. And this is as we go into next work and school week. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. Wouldn't be surprised if we have a day that actually has a high of 70 there. Still a ways away. We could change those forecast numbers, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see a 70 at some point next week. But if you do look at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way leading up to Saturday, Valentine's Day, February 14th, looks like we get some rounds of rainfall. Now, as you know, our winter could do one of two things. Give us the cold spell and the snow scares that we've seen lately, or we get these warmer stretches that usually end with a pretty significant heavy rain event or even possibly strong to severe storms. Now, I'm not seeing any indication of potential severe weather this far out, but just keep checking back. I think if anything, we see a front coming in between Friday and Saturday. That could bring some heavier showers, maybe a few storms. It will knock down temperatures for Valentine's Day. At least that's what the models are indicating right now. But that's pretty much it for this weather extra here on your Thursday. Again, big football special show coming up. Tennessee Valley Living, an hour long from 11 to noon right here on WAFF 48 or wherever you're watching this stream. You could catch that as well. And then I'll be on your newscast at noon with Matthew King filling in for Gina Benitez. February 5th also happens to be National Weather Person Day. I just have to shout out my team, Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer, Forecaster Jada Russell. Great people. Awesome to work with. Very grateful for our team here at WAFF 48. Been here almost 9 years now, and definitely the best team I've worked with. Love my colleagues, and we're, of course, always working diligently to keep you guys informed on the weather, any changes, giving you that early first alert of any potential impactful weather. And speaking of National Weather Person Day, a fine gentleman from the Madison Police Department actually stopped by, and he gifted me some donuts for us and the people in the newsroom. I thought that was incredibly kind. Obviously, their job is a lot harder, and they're out there on the front lines. All the first responders and his police officers and the sheriff's offices and everything. Thank them for what they do, obviously, but I thought the donuts were a pretty awesome gesture, and they were delicious. So again, TVL, big show, football special coming up at 11, and I'll see you on your news at noon. If I don't see you, well, I'll be on the air tomorrow morning at 4:30. Hope you join us then. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Stay warm.